Joy is very enthusiastic about music and dance. And right now you're looking at the hobby enthusiasm, which basically shows how enthusiastic your students are about a particular activity. We divided the activities into about 10 different groups. You'll notice that Joy here, Joy is very passionate about music. However, if you go to her skills, you notice that she doesn't have such high creativity. So like many of us, we may be very enthusiastic about a hobby, but we may not be necessarily gifted at that one thing. So one of the things I want to call your attention to is the fact that when a sim is very, very enthusiastic and maxes out their hobby enthusiasm, they enter what we call the zone. And what happens is that there's a glow of light that surrounds the sim, and their mode of decay completely slows down, and they can sometimes hear the roar of the crowd, or depending on the situation, they'll hear different things, and you'll see them react differently when they're in the zone. In the center here is what we call the lifetime aspiration meter. So now you can monitor your sim's progress throughout their entire lifetime. And what happens is, depending on how fast you attain your goals, that's how fast your lifetime aspiration meter will grow. But it can also go down if you don't attain those goals or your wants. Right now, you might have noticed that she has 4 points. So I'm going to go to the rewards panel. And here is our lifetime aspiration benefits. So we have 4 points here. And we can go ahead and use some of those benefits to slow down decay. Or if she had a job, she would accrue vacation points quickly. And there's complete trees. So Joy is a knowledge sim, so she has a bunch of different benefits. And I'll give you an opportunity to play the game, so I won't ruin all the secrets for you. Here is the secondary aspiration, which is another new feature. It's adding a lot of depth and personality for our players. So as I mentioned before, she's a knowledge sim. But now she can have a secondary aspiration, and she can become a fortune. She could have secondary aspirations of fortune, sim, popularity, family, romance, and grilled cheese, which is a new aspiration. So it's pretty funny. These are some of the benefits that she can use her points on. She can eat a lot and not get fat. It will slow down the need to use the restroom, the bladder, and she can paint grilled cheese, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to use some of my points so she won't grow fat if she eats a lot of food. We can also slow down her bladder. And, and then we'll use the last one so she can paint grilled cheese. So I finished that tree and I've used all my points, but as you continue to satisfy your goals, you'll earn more and more points. So I'll continue to let Joy play with the modular synthesizer. One of the things that we focused on was bringing a lot of customization to the objects. So you can actually customize your own music using this object, but of course you have to have better skill. So she's still busily playing. I think her creativity has definitely gone up. So the music is changing. You'll hear better and better music as they get better. And if we go to enthusiasm, you'll notice that she's getting very close to the map. So I'm trying to show you the zone. It's taking a little bit of time. Okay. Well, she just turned into an adult in the meantime. But we have a new feature which is called Sims Aging. So in the past, when you became older, none of your friends did. So now you can choose up to 3 friends if you'd like to age along with you. So I'm going to choose the friend that happens to be in the room with her. His name is Connor. And let's see. Connor should be getting older too in a few moments. So Connor is also an adult too. You can choose up to 3 friends that you'd like to age with you. So now she's in the zone. You'll notice that she has all of her enthusiasm filled up, and you can hear the roar of the crowd. And it depends on which activity they're doing. The zone is different for every single activity here. Okay, so while we leave Joy to play, I'm going to go downstairs and we can check out Marie. This is Joy's mom, Marie. She's at another new object, which is called the sewing machine. And this is another area where we add a lot of customization, but it's an area that you have to build skill and, of course, badges. So I'm going to have her create a custom outfit. Let's make it adult female. Okay, so this is the custom menu. Basically, this color and number corresponds to what area the pattern will display. So I'll go ahead and choose that one. Maybe the center can be this, and then the bottom, make it red. And then you can call it whatever you like. We'll call it Marie's dress. Red. And you can create your own description. And she'll be sewing the outfit for a while. A new child object. So this object is good for toddlers as well as children. Up to 4 can play at one time. This is Sunny, who's the youngest part of the bustling family, and he's currently building blocks. This helps children and toddlers build skill. It also gives them a fun activity to work on. He might have a future in architecture, which brings me up to the point that we have 5 new careers, architecture being one of them. We have oceanography, dance, entertainment, and intelligence, as in James Bond, so it's 5. You'll notice that Sunny has some of his artwork on the walls here. So you can not only play with blocks, but you can draw as well. And the more highly skilled your sim is, the better the blocks and the drawings look. Some of you may have noticed that there's a highlighted portion. Every sim has what we call a predestined hobby. So there's one hobby that the sims will just be a lot better at. Kind of like all of us. There's something that we probably do a lot better than so many people we know. Well, the sims have that too. And so he hasn't spent a lot of time in arts and crafts, but that's something that he will definitely build skill with. Okay. For those of our fans, we brought in a lot of new movies on the TV. We've also have some new PC games. So I'm going to have Felix work on a new object, which is called the restorable car. It's pretty close to being done. It takes quite a while to take a car that's pretty junky and then repair it and restore it. So he's going to be working on painting it. This is also a new object, which is the basketball hoop. We have several new sports objects, including the soccer nets and the ability to toss American football back and forth. So if you do very well or you have a lot of enthusiasm about something, you'll get a membership card, and only people with a membership card can go to these secret lots. They're not accessible. I'll show them to you in a moment. Let's see. Let's go somewhere. We can take the whole family. Right. So, as I mentioned before, this hobbies here, he can go to a variety of secret lots. Usually there's something that shows up here, but on my build, for some reason, it's not showing up. So I can take you to any one of the secret lots, but I will take you to a community lot that's accessible to anyone. It's called the Cooper Kitchen Cook-Off. And this brings me to the point that we have a lot of new contests in FreeTime. One of them being a cooking contest, so I'm going to show that to you. You can watch the Sims compete. Have been unlocked. However, as you grow in your enthusiasm, more things become unlocked. So you can talk about your specific activity with other Sims. You can read about your specific activity. You can participate in certain things that are available to you otherwise. You can browse the web and blog. You can share hobby tips. So all these are unlocked. So here, you can be in the zone, of course, and you can instruct in your particular hobby.